now that we're near the end of this for you, just what has this season been to you? I know as a team you haven't won enough, but you got a chance to play. Just kind of how would you wrap your head around what's
I mean, it's been tough. I was talking to Drew about this the other day. It's just like, but I would much rather this than the alternative of not playing, Getting a chance to just go out there and compete, play a kid's game that I grew up playing since I was 5, and been a part of things where I was playing, was not playing, didn't know when my next opportunity was going to come, and to finally get opportunity. Like I said, obviously things haven't gone our way this year, but again, I'll take this over the alternative.
Yeah, how much of a challenge has that been for you mentally? Because not only have you played, but played really well, and other people have had great individual performances. Triggered by Michael Wilson, where you guys are doing great individually, but it's not translating to wins. How do you balance that? Where it's like, man.
Yeah, I think. I think the two guys you just named, they're constantly trying to find ways to do better, do more. I think that's what I think that's the type of guys that we have in this locker room. I think that's the ultimate thing is to go out there and win. You'll trade your individual success for the team success, obviously. We got one more opportunity and one more week to go out there and try and do that.
You haven't started this many games since 2022.
Aging.
What do you think you've shown this league about Jacoby Brissett?
I think it's ask a question and see if you can see on film what if I answer it. I think my play speaks for itself. You want the team success, but I think I've proven to myself again that I am who I think I am as far as what I can do and my capabilities, and I'll let the film speak for itself.
I know you have one game left, and everyone's focusing on the Rams. We get all that, but you lead the league.
It's a bad thing.
We've been hearing it.
You're about to hear it again, so I'll ask you a question.
You're the top-ranked quarterback since week 6 in completions, attempts, a lot of categories, second or third in passing yards. How do you balance kind of how you played with how the team's done, considering the roster has been kind of what?
Yeah, I think I really haven't had a chance to really kind of like put into pieces the whole season, really. I'm sure after this week I'll get a chance to sit down and when I come in here and talk with Drew and Iz and stuff like that and kind of recap the season and kind of go through those things, and maybe it's something that'll hit me then that I haven't like kind of realized so far. But man, just going out there and trying to just do my best, and find ways to do what's best for the team and put us in the end zone more than other team.
Unlike the Seahawks and 49ers games, you'll have had a chance to have seen the Rams once before you see them now. Does that help? For somebody like you, does that help a lot or not really? Or
it's a mixture of both because it's your second time seeing me too. So I'm sure they'll have some wrinkles in what they do on defense, and but that's the good thing about division games. No matter what, they're always tough games. The history that you have from one game to the next, it kind of helps you or could hurt you the next time. It's just you just know you got to go out there and play clean football.
You obviously got the ball to Trey enough to set a bunch of records last week. There's a chance that Michael Wilson could get to 1,000 yards this year. As a quarterback, do you try and avoid that stuff, or do you?
Am I trying to avoid getting good players?
Avoid to think about it. No, not avoid throwing it to him. Avoid thinking about it as part of.
No, not really. It's just like I told Mike. If it happens, man, I hope it happens. But it's just a matter of the flow of the game, And yeah, Trey got his. He would have got it regardless of whatever the case may be, But yeah, man, I'm not solely focused on it. I'm aware of it, but the good thing about Mike is he hasn't mentioned it to me once, So I think that's pretty cool.
If he's at like 992 in the fourth quarter, you start thinking about it?
Oh, for sure. Oh, damn, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be thinking about it then, but not right now.
What's his reaction been when you brought it up to him?
I think I brought it up to him last game, and I was like, "How close are you to 1,000?" And then he was like, "Let me get back to you." And then he didn't tell me till like right before we were about to land, and I was just like, "Oh, all right. Well, you could have told me that in the middle of the game." But yeah, we really haven't really talked about it. I might go talk to him a little bit about it right now.
Throughout all of this, JT has always talked about his belief in the locker room. What have you seen that he's done to try to keep everything together during this streak?
His energy of his messages haven't changed. It's very easy for to see a dip in or see frustration and see I want to say, you don't want to say doubt, but you see his, if he had a worry, whether that's about us or whatever the case may be, you haven't seen that in him. He came up today in the team meeting today. Energy was like it was the first game of the season, and that's what you want to see from the leader of your team. I think he's done a really good job of being consistent with us as far as his message and his energy as far as helping us move on to the next week and go out there and try and put our best football on film.
Have you been in places where you have seen the energy dip from a head coach late in the season?
Oh, absolutely. I won't tell you the place, but I've been part of it.
What do you expect out of the Rams? What do you expect out of the Rams this weekend, coming off a loss at Atlanta? Do you expect them to be a little pissed off, a little upset? What are you going?
They got the same opportunity that we got to go out there and play an NFL game, and I think they're going to go out there and try and beat us, and we're going to go out there and try and beat them, and we'll see at the end of the game where whose frustration is more, ours or theirs.
How much of an impact or how hard is it for players when you do have a head coach whose energy starts to dip late in the season? Like, what does that do to the locker room and to the players?
Can you say that again?
You said you've been in places where a head coach's energy has dipped late in the season. Like, what does that do to the locker room? What impact does it have on the players when a coach is not bringing this?
The game is Sunday. Guys are in Cabo on Tuesday this week. Like mentally. You'll be able to tell that, and I think I haven't seen that from our guys.
You got to share locker room with Calais Campbell this year. What's it been like, kind of just being around him?
Oh, it's been fun, man. It's been one of the guys that I've always. Well, I played against him a bunch. He's hit me a lot, so it's been good to not get hit by him. But just to be around somebody like that who's played this long in the NFL and played at a high level. You kind of see the stories of them like with other teams and things like that, and it's been kind of cool to kind of be a part of it this year and kind of witness it from a teammate perspective. It's a player that I've had a lot of respect for throughout my career, and just a Hall of Fame type guy, on and off the field.
You talked about putting stuff on tape that would answer questions and anybody might have had about you and proving yourself right. What's it been like for you to prove yourself right? And I'm sure you've thought, man, I know I can do this. I just need a chance to get this chance and then do what you've done.
Yeah, I definitely think it's been. It hasn't been easy, that's for sure. But it's like I said, it's been a lot of fun. Getting to work with with Iz and Drew again, and I think they've done a tremendous job with under the circumstances and putting me and a lot of guys in a lot of good situations to go out there and try and play good football. I know for me personally, I know Iz and Drew have done so much to help my, I guess if you want to speak individually, my individual success this year, and kind of we go through game plans, and it's just like, yeah, we thought that was going to happen, we thought that was going to happen, and so it's been a lot of fun, and yeah.
Is there a party that's been like another crack at this with better circumstance and better supporting cast and all that kind of stuff?
I'm not gonna get on to that. Would I like another opportunity? Hell yeah.
When it comes to succeeding as an NFL quarterback, just the position itself, how much of it comes down to skill set and what you can measure, and how much of it comes down to what you can measure?
I think it's more of the last part. I think it's the stuff that you don't see. That from the outside don't see, like the time you put in, the respect you have from your teammates, your coaches, the amount of I think that stuff kind of is more important than being able to do a lot of these cool things that a lot of these guys can do, and it doesn't really amount to when it hits the fan. You know what I'm saying? So you better have some grit, been through some adversity and things like that to kind of help guys, because Parcells always told me it's about Wednesday when you step in the huddle after the loss, and guys better still believe. They don't care how fast you run or how far you can throw the ball, how hard you can throw it, but they better believe that you're the right guy for the job. Well, that's because you put in the time, you licked your wounds already, and now you're back in the huddle, and you're giving them the idea that they can go out there and win.
We've talked to you a lot about Michael and Trey, but is there anybody that maybe isn't getting as much love that you've seen really take a step?
I would say Yelda. He's had 4 different guards next to him. You know what I mean? I think he's done an amazing job this year. You know, helping me get us in and out of the right and wrong plays, fixing protection when I forget to fix the protection, things of that nature. I think he's done a really good job. You know, I think the guys up front in general. You know what I mean? The different faces that you've seen up front. It's kind of hard to point out one guys because then you go to our receiver group and we've had, I think, 9 different guys on the field at one time and very little MEs, you know what I mean? So, like, I think just the amount of time that I think as an offense and the staff, I think those guys have done a really good job of not making the excuse of, oh, we can say this guy wasn't there, this guy wasn't there, and they just kind of coached their ass off, and guys have went out there and played their ass off for them.
Jacoby, following up.
I won't get a fine for saying ass, will I? All right, good.
Following up on that, there's so many guys coming in and out of the lineup week in, week out. Does that change or add to the responsibilities on your plate as a quarterback?
No, I think I just take pride in being the consistent face that they see.